Previously on Pig.
They're gonna break it, you can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give it them, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you...
Okay, so since we released our promotional video, we've had a few requests about this set and how to build it.
Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne.
I actually had the video made and ready, but when they first announced Frostfang Barrioth, I wanted to hold the release in case I could add in Punishing Draw, or even use the skills better. After all, the original Barrioth armor does use desirable skills for how this set would work. So with all that said, here is the OP Dragon Piercer set. Firstly, here's the original design. So the idea is you draw your bow into a Dragon Piercer attack, and then sheath and go again, and it's super powerful. So that was the old set, and Frostfang Barrioth did indeed provide a better version. I was hoping for the waist or the arm piece to carry usable skills, and of course take advantage of the now one armor set piece bonus, Punishing Draw. It adds a stun attack to draw attacks, yay, but it also gives us a further damage bonus on draw attacks too. And they honestly gave us the best bit of armor to work with. I wasn't expecting it to be this perfect. Prior to the event, I was using the Damascus Waist. It has a 3 slot for a piercer duel, as well as some nice slottage and focus, a skill we use. The Frostfang Barrioth Waist Alpha has Quick Sheath, topping up the skill to 3 with the Valkana chest. It also has Crit Draw, topping up that skill, along with the Valkana legs. But even better than that, it has 2 3 slots. One to replace the one from the Damascus Waist, and the one from the Safi Bow. So we can now drop that slot awakening previously being used and add in another awakening in attack. Before I cover the new set and how to use it, I just want to quickly talk about the arm options. We need a minimum of 3 2 slots here, but ideally a 4 and 2 2s, unless we can obtain the skills we're already using from that arm piece. That leaves us with 3 options. The best one is only valuable with the Safi Bolt Bow, the Kirin Arms Beta. That's because we have a 4, 2 2s, and +3 in Thunder attack. If you want to try this set with any other elemental Safi bow, then you can choose either between the Safi Arms Beta, which has the slots we need, and 1 blight resistance. It's not much, but it's just a bonus skill, and we don't need the thunder damage. Or you can choose the Kolv Arms Beta. It has 2 4 slots, but it also contains 1 crit boost. You'd use 1 slot for a critical protection duel, and the other slot for any other skill that combines with crit boost. I'd recommend critical maintenance, to charge your mantles quickly. So you're essentially choosing between +3 in Thunder for the Bolt Bow, or either +1 in Blight Resistance, or +1 in Tool Specialist. So, the idea of the build is you draw your bow and charge up a Dragon Piercer shot that's massively buffed up. The build is really fun to use and spices up your hunt in a really unique way. The trick of course is about lining up the best shot at the best time. Mess that up and you'll miss, do little damage, or get hit during the animation. So we're going with the Safi Bolt Bow awakened with Valkana Divinity and Attack. Remember, you can use other elements if you need, just swap out the arm piece. The Valkana Beta Helmet, the Valkana Beta Chest, the Kirin Beta Arms with Safi or Kolv Beta as our elemental alternatives, the Frostfang Barrioth Alpha Waist, Valkana Beta Legs, and the Attack Charm level 5. Naturally from this we get Attack level 5, Thunder Attack level 3, remember this could also be 1 Blight Resistance or Tool Specialist, Critical Draw level 3, Critical Sheath level 3, and Divine Blessing level 2. We'll add in our Attack plus decoration to top off our attack, and then throw in 2 critical boost duels and a critical protection duel. We'll add in 3 Charge of Vitalities, our Mighty Bow duel, a Fortify duel, 2 Pierce duels in our 2 3 slots, and finally 2 True Shot duels. For your mantles, I'd recommend the Temporal Mantle and either the Assassin's Hood or the Glider Mantle. Rocksteady helps you complete your attacks, but the monster has way too many opportunities to damage you multiple times in the Dragon Pierce animation. Kushala will gobble you up with Rocksteady on. The Temporal Mantle essentially gives you more chances to line up attacks safely, and the Assassin's Hood, when donned after the monster has seen you, provides a speed boost, which is excellent for repositioning yourself for the next attack. If you go with the Glider Mantle, we're just using that for its slots and its long run time. The only decorations worth putting on the Temporal Mantle are 2 more jewels in the element you're using. The difference in damage is very small, but we have everything else we need. The Assassin's Hood has better slot space, so we can throw in a brace jewel in the 3 slot to help us complete our animations more often, without the occasional flinch. A KO jewel would work in the 2 slot. We have a KO boost from the Frostfang armor anyway, so we'd just be contributing to that more. When using the Glider Mantle, I'd use 2 4-slot jewels in the element you're using. Although if you're going with the Bolt build, maybe just one of these will do, and you could use the other slot to put in a Challenger Plus or a Führer Plus. Anything to boost our attack with another conditional skill that's easy to access. Again, make sure you awaken the Sappy weapon to carry Valkana Divinity and max out the attack too. Any augments should be dedicated towards attack as well. I've run some experiments running the full Elemental Awakening version and the Elemental Charm instead. It's close, but most of the time attack beats element due to all the attack percentage multipliers we're using having a higher value than the elemental percentage multipliers. There are of course exceptions with certain monsters, but I'm using Kushala Daora as my guinea pig. Even though it's 3-star weak to thunder, the attack build still does more damage. So now our total skills are attack boost level 7 to increase our damage, health boost level 3 for comfort. It's also easy enough to slot it. Thunder attack 3 or 5/6 with the mantle increases our damage slightly. Using the alternate elemental builds can swap the thunder damage for either 1 blight resistance or 1 tool specialist, with 2/4 in other elements if we use the glider mantle slots. Critical boost 3 to massively increase our damage. Focus 3 lets us charge up our dragon piercer faster. Critical draw 3 ensures that every one of our piercers will crit when we shoot from a drawn attack. Quick sheath 3 lets us sheath our weapon faster after our attack in order to recharge Frostcraft and do another draw attack much quicker. Divine Blessing is a nice little bonus. 2 comes with the Valkana head and another with the crit protection jewel. Piercing shots level 2 also increases the damage of our piercer, as does 2 special ammo boost. Fortify increases our damage if we cart. We'll be force activating that in the Guiding Lands for free and attack defense boost. Bow Charge Plus gives us another level of charge and therefore increases our damage. Level 1 Slugger and Flinch Free will be active if we have the Assassin's Hood on. The Valkana set bonus gives us critical element. This slightly increases our damage as we'll always be critting. It also gives us Frostcraft, which powers up our weapon when it's sheathed. This gives us 30% damage increase on every drawn Dragon Piercer if used correctly. Punishing Draw comes with the Frostfang Waste. It adds a stun effect and increases damage for draw attacks. Layered armor wise, we're actually good. Everything looks decent already with the correct pigments. But the Kirin Gamma layered armor is a nice alternative for the arms. You could layer the bow, but I'll keep it on for the video just to remind you guys what we're using. I'd recommend the Valkana or Frostfang bow skin for my personal preference. Feline kitchen wise, just eat for attack. We're working with awesome numbers and percentage multipliers too, so this will massively help us out. Skill wise, there isn't really anything we need in particular. I suppose our best investment is a full red dish for more slugger potential. Make sure you eat after you've carted for Fortify if you're using it on purpose though. This is a really nice build for hunting Tempered Kushala in the Guiding Lands. Any decent hit will topple a monster, land enough of these and you make short work of the Windy Boy. Kushala is easy to read and it stares you down for most of the time before any attack, lining its whole body up for a pierce. And just look what happens when you line a perfect shot down its whole body or take advantage of a weight killer. Still give any wake up hits to the usual suspects though, as only the first damage number is doubled. I've been using the Aqua Bow alternative against Clavernus in the Guiding Lands, but the hit zone values aren't as generous, unless it's been wounded. One other thing worth mentioning is that this is hard to pull off in a quest with multiple people. You want the monster to be looking at you for your shots instead of other players. Having said that, a shot from this build that hits a small part of the body or a bad hit zone still does some nice damage. But to be efficient, we want these shots to be stacking over 1000 damage as often as possible. What did you think of the video? Do you like the build? Will you be using it or a variation in the future? Like and subscribe, spread the word, and look after yourselves. Thank you.